Hello, everybody. Hello. I have just ran in here like trying to get ready because as soon as my live's over, I got to go see my mom. So I've been running around trying to clean, trying to get ready. And then the phone rang and I had like 2 minutes. So I answered the phone. I was like, I got 2 minutes. Anyway, I just got off the phone and ran back to my seat. So Lee's watching or listening. He better not be watching. He's listening. And Kathy's here. Let's see. Boots and Bounty. Hello. And Shelly. Hey, Shelly. So let's see. Besides me running around, I've been trying to clean. And this morning I had to make, for work, we used to have to make a schedule. My boss used to insist that we have a schedule because, just to get our time. Now, this was just for work to get our time, in a organized manner. Okay. And I did that a little bit, but I didn't stick with it. And, I do what I do at work and it's chaos and it's hard to stick with a schedule. And so every once in a while, he will come back up with this, oh, you need a schedule. If things aren't going just right, that's his solution. Oh, you need a schedule. You need to make yourself a schedule. And we, some people do. We do, and then we don't follow it. But anyway, I have had so much to do and can't get everything done. And I'm getting forgetful. I'm pretty forgetful. Not getting, I've been forgetful, but I'm pretty forgetful about things. And now I'm talking about home type stuff. I've got so much to do and get work in also. And I'm working more from home, have been lately, and all that. So I decided to make a schedule. So I sat down on the computer this morning and maybe out a schedule to try to get my day to where at least I won't follow it exactly, but at least I've got it on there and I'm going to put it on my refrigerator and watch it and try to at least get those things done in a day. So I just spent part of the morning making myself a schedule. I won't stick to, but it's there and it kind of gives you an idea of these are the things I need to get done today. And you just kind of try to follow along a little bit. Anyway, we do that at work sometimes. I never stick with a schedule at work either. And I probably won't here, but it kind of helps, it's kind of like having a list. I always have a list too. And, I don't know, between a list and a schedule, maybe I can get something done. Hey, Hedgehog's Homestead, Christy Betts. Hey, Diana, Move North Homestead, Fishes and Loaves Lives, Carol. Hey, Carol. Let's see, Ben's Over Acres. Oops, it just jumped on me. And Gardner Josh, and Freaky Geek, and Deb. Hey, Deb. From North Central Washington. Been a while since I joined you. Yep. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to read through here. I think hot flashes melt brain cells. Yes, I think so too. Should not do a schedule for the day. Do one for things to be done eventually. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I don't follow the timeline. I have it there, but yeah. So also because I needed to add in things. I'm not kidding you. I will get busy doing one thing and get focused on that and not get to some other things that are important also. And I'm talking about little things like visiting my mom and doing my devotional. I do a devotional and a prayer every morning. But if I'm running late to get to work or something like that, I might not get to that. And at least if it's on there, maybe I will get to it later. That sounds silly to have a schedule to put visit your mom and pray. But seriously, I get so busy that there's a lot of things I don't get done like that I want to do. And maybe if I have that schedule on the refrigerator and look at it often, I will be like, "Oh, yeah, I got to get that done." Um, let's see, yeah. Um, it jumped and I missed a few things. All right, let me go down through here. Uh, Outdoors with Big Matt. Hello. Okay. Um, if you drive or are a passenger, you can pray on the way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I do that too. I do that too. I fully, totally believe in talking to God all the time, but I like to sit down and say a prayer that I include everybody I want to pray for. And some of my things, sometimes, like if I'm driving or something, and I'm talking to God, and we're working things out in our head. And but I like to have my devotional and actually sit down and pray every morning. And if I'm running late and got up late and I'm running late, I might not get to do that. But if I look at my day later on my schedule, maybe I'll see I didn't get to that and go, oh, yeah, shoot, you know. And other little things, I'm putting a lot of things on there that sometimes I do forget to do. And anyway, I usually do a list anyway, but I might forget my list. I'm bad. I might forget my list and not look at it. Adam's Eden Farm, hello. I had too much on my plate. I had to just accept my limitations. Yeah, yeah, that too. I have to do that too. But I made a schedule, so I got to actually put down all those things, and I can look at them later and go, oh, forgot to do that one." Just like the work schedule, it might not happen. And I added those things on here too. I've got my work and home on both on this one schedule. So I've blocked out times of work and I blocked out times for YouTube, So maybe it'll help. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. Uh, my father in heaven's the only one I talk to away from others. It makes doing videos difficult for me. Toss the plate and start using a platter. I'm all for that. That's a great time to have a time set aside for God and just pray and worship. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. We have a special guest coming on here in a minute. But I just wanted to say a few things. So work, I don't know why I was going to say about work. We're going to talk about healthy eating. And I watch occasionally, I don't get to watch this channel a whole lot, but occasionally I watch this channel called Hillbilly Kitchen. And she's a sweet lady. She doesn't cook healthy, she cooks everything. Hillbilly Kitchen, she cooks everything. But her husband just passed. And I was watching her do a video about her husband passing. And she was talking about that she's had a lot of I don't flack. She's had a lot of flack because she's one of these that believe in you make your own choice of all this stuff that's going on, whether to get the jab or not, and he passed away, and she's got a lot of flack for it, and it's just sad. It's really really sad that people have to get on there sometimes and be rude and ugly and it just made me sad that she had to come on and in her video talking about losing her husband, she had to explain things because she's getting ugly comments and stuff. Not a bunch, I don't think, but she has had some ugly comments, and I thought, why would people do that? Why not just leave her alone? I mean, why, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't come on there and say something ugly. That's just horrible, especially when the woman just lost her husband. That's just nasty. just terrible. I just don't make no sense to me. Anyway, I just watched this morning while I was cleaning. I had her on, and I had to sit down and watch because I was like, "What? People are coming on and yes, it's just rude. It's just horrible. Why would people do that?" And I hope it wasn't very many people, but she felt the need to explain her husband's passing and all because she had had some ugly comments and just awful. And I can't think of her name, but it's Hillbilly Kitchen. But she's sweet and she's going to try to continue her channel. But he was a big part of it. He done all the editing and everything. And I think now her daughters are going to help her. But I just thought, why people? Why are people so ugly and rude? It just don't make sense to me. No sense at all. Anyway, it's terrible. Um, okay, let me back up just a minute here and read. Just want it to drop in quickly. Have to move rocks, making a steep hill into terraces. Awesome. Uh, we had a great time as well. Schedules are like grocery lists. I plan them, but don't use them. Yeah. Yeah, that's my problem. I make lists all the time, but then I forget them or, I can make a list to go to the grocery store and then get to the grocery store and not have the list. And then you're standing there going, I just did that at Walmart the other day. I had 2 things to get. I knew what I was getting, but there was one other thing I was gonna pick up. I got straight in there and got what I was picking up, and then I was standing in the aisle thinking, and I thought, "People probably think I'm nuts." I was just standing there trying to think of what the other thing was, and it was only 2 things. I got the one thing, and then I had to stand there and think what the other thing was. That's bad. That's bad, y'all. But it's not I'm not, I don't have dementia. I think it's being too busy. Too busy, you get too much on your mind and then you can't think, I guess. I hope that's it. Anyway, back her up. No one should kick someone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. Um, whoa, I was trying to read that. Mid South. Hey, Rhonda, Mid South Homestead. Started setting a cup of coffee at the table for Jesus and talking with him. Oh, that's awesome. I love that idea. Careful talking about that right now. It's being watched closely. Yeah. Karma will meet up with each and every troll one day. Yeah. God will take care of those. I have watched her too. I know who you mean. Yeah. It's Hillbilly Kitchen. I can't think of her name, but her husband just passed. I don't know, maybe a week ago, and it's sad. Um, but he did have underlying conditions. He had evidently had a pretty bad diabetes, and then he got the thing, and they were maybe she had mentioned, I guess, on her show that she believed everybody had the freedom to choose whether to take the thing or the, you know, shot or not. And so then people were like, "Oh, well, see, you didn't take it." And na, 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 na," I guess. I don't know exactly what happened, but the way she talked, she was getting ugly comments. Anyway, I'm moving on past that. We got to move along here. Yeah, go send her some love. Yep, that'd be awesome. She done another video. I think he passed like a week or so ago, and she done another video her daughter helped her with. She done apple butter video that I think she just put it up this morning, maybe. But anyway, yeah, it's sad. Um, I hate you go to a store for one item, get 6. Yep. And the one thing you went for, yeah, yeah, but the one thing you went for, yes, I do that too. I get there and buy something else and then get home and, yeah. There's so much noise and distraction at these stores. It's confusing. Hey, that's a good excuse. I like that. The classic, I forgot this, or write it down when you get home from the store. Yep. Hey, drops. Let's see. Okay, let me get on down here, and then we got to get not Carol, Kathy up here. I read Carol. Okay, I tend to forget my lists and planners. Yeah, Becky is her name. Becky, that's it. Thank you. Made me extra sad to go through people acting like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Love Pug One. That's cute. All right. Kathy at Living Miracle Homestead is going to come up with me, and we're going to talk about healthy eating. And Kathy lives in Florida. In case anybody don't know, I think everybody on here knows Kathy. Kathy lives in Florida, and she has wonderful exotic fruit trees in her yard, trees and bushes. And it just, oh, I'm so jealous of her yard. She has everything, all kinds of fruit trees. And so we're going to let her tell her story about losing weight and a little bit about her fruit and stuff. And so if you have any questions, ask. Let me get my link here for her and get her up here. And if you are not subscribed to Kathy, please do so. And after we get going a little bit here, a mod could put in her channel and y'all subscribe to her. Let's see. All right, Kathy, there's the link. I think if you just click on that link, it should invite you up, and then I'll get you up here. She's live in the Garden of Eating. Let's see, yummy stuff at the picnic. Yep, she brought some good, some of her fruits to the picnic for taste testing. And thank you. Carol at A Fishes and Loaves Live put up the Hillbilly Kitchen link too. That's awesome. She has a really good channel, and she does some great cooking videos, and it's not healthy eating. We're on here talking about healthy eating today, and hers is not healthy eating, but she does a wonderful job. Kathy may be having problems. Kathy, if you're having problems with that, let me know, and I'll try it again. Kathy makes me want to have a tall, heated greenhouse. Yeah. So let's see. Already subscribed to Hillbilly. Yeah, she has a really good channel, and she seems like a wonderful, sweet lady. I just hated that somebody was, some people were ugly to her. She's got really good cooking videos. Okay, Kathy may be it isn't working. All right, let me try it again. We done this. We sampled this last time, and it worked. So let me see here. I'm going to try it again. All right, try that. See if that works. If not, I don't know what else to do. We tried it last time after we got done with we had Casey from Boots and Bounty on here, and then we tried getting Kathy on here, and it worked. When you sampled it last time, did you season it right? When you sampled? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. I don't know, Kathy. I don't know why it's not working. Well, taste testing sample. We had fruit at the picnic of Kathy's for taste testing. Okay, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. I believe they were on. I didn't get to watch it. I don't remember why. I worked late. That's one thing. I've been working late some. But I saw that Bland's Promised Land Ranch was on Family, Wide Family Farm last night, I believe it was. Okay, Kathy's having a hard time, evidently. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what else to do. I'm doing the same thing I've done before. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know, Kathy. It's not working. I really don't know why and what to do about it. Forgot to put the guns away. Okay. It keeps saying something went wrong. I'll try another comp. I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, I'll keep talking, and if Kathy can't get it, I don't know. We might have somebody else come up. I've been doing low carb. I was gonna do keto, and I done keto. Yes, if you don't mind, try the link, Boots and Bounty. Try that link and see if you can come up, and then we'll know if it's my link or if it's something Kathy's got going on there. Question about goldenrod. Can you put in the dehydrator? Yes, you can. You can. I could do that. I have some hanging right there. I gathered up a bunch and hung it right there. But you can put it in the dehydrator. No problem with that. If you get it, it's best to get it. Okay. So, hey.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, so you just clicked on it and you came up, is that right? Just clicked on it? Okay, so it might be something on Kathy's end.
Yeah, I'll go back down so she up.
Okay, Kathy, keep trying, and I'll keep talking, and maybe if somebody else has some healthy eating tips they want to talk about, we could do that. I have been doing low carb. I tried to do keto. I'm keto. I'm doing keto, but I mess up all the time, so it ends up being low carb. Okay, so I'm at work, and somebody the other morning at work, somebody either brings donuts or something all the time, and I don't have a willpower to not eat it if it's right there in front of me. I don't go buy donuts at all, never. But if somebody puts one in front of me and says, "Here," yeah, I'm gonna eat it. So anyway, so somebody was getting breakfast for everybody. There's Kathy. Somebody was getting breakfast for everybody the other morning, and I couldn't resist. So, all right, Kathy is there, but she's not there. I seen her for a second. We're gonna go ahead and add her. She walked away. There's Kathy, but she walked away. So hold on, y'all. Anyway, I have no willpower. And if I don't go buy the stuff, I don't keep stuff here. I don't go buy the stuff. What I go buy, I buy healthy or stuff I can have low carb. But if I go somewhere and somebody's got something, I have no willpower at all. I'm going to eat it.
Thank you, baby.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, honey. Oh, what a nightmare.
So, okay. So if anybody, Kathy's going to tell us about her weight loss. And if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll keep an eye on that. And we're going to let Kathy just talk and tell about her weight loss.
Well, it started out when I had my heart attack. I got very concerned about my weight. I mean, it was so bad that when I'm trying to get this camera right, it was so bad that when I had my heart attack, I had gained so much weight that David couldn't even pick me up. And I literally freaked out. I mean, I wasn't able to walk or anything like that. So I started to watch different YouTube channels and seeing different things on how I could do better and how I could grow things and make things better for myself. I've always been a gardener and grew things and stuff like that, but my journey didn't start until I had my heart attack, because I just was always able to eat what I wanted to. And I had been on prednisone for 6 years, solid, 40 milligrams a day, which is very, very high dose, just so that I could stay in the hair business and continue to make the money that I needed for my family. Stress is a huge process of gaining weight. And if you're under a lot of stress, it's very difficult to lose weight. A lot of people stress eat. I just never really ate much. I would eat one time a day, and I'd eat this great big huge meal and be satisfied. Sometimes I'd eat 2 meals a day and be totally satisfied. Well, so when I had my heart attack and I got to feeling better, and some of the gals on YouTube were talking about losing weight and everything, and I decided, okay, I'm going to get serious about this. I'm going to get rid of these Dr. Peppers. Well, when I dropped 50 pounds on the Dr. Pepper, I literally was stunned. I was like, oh my word, I didn't realize how much, and it was also because I wasn't any longer on the prednisone. I haven't had to take it but one time since I had the heart attack. Also, I went through chemotherapy and radiation and all that stuff. So I was trying to eat better for that too, not just to lose weight. But is that too much light?
No, that's fine.
So
somebody asked if you mind telling how much you weighed before the heart attack.
I don't have any clue. I was huge. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. I don't know if it'll show on here, but I'll try. This is what I look like prior to my heart attack. Now, after my heart attack, I want to cry every time I see this picture, because I didn't see myself that way. I didn't see myself that way at all. Well, I lost a lot of weight all on my own. And I wish I had continued to do that all on my own. I think I would have been much happier, and I would not suffer so many. I was already, because of the heart attack and the cancer and everything, my immune system's already down. But I also believe that because of the surgery and what it takes from your body, I also believe that has a lot to do with my overall health and how weak I am all the time, because I can't put in enough food to give me the energy that I need. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What was that surgery called?
I had a gastric sleeve done. The most out of the 3 surgeries, because there's the lap band, which is very dangerous. A lot of people have died even from that lap band. Also, the gastric bypass is even more dangerous, and more people have died from it. My doctors all were in agreement that I should go ahead and do it. But even though I got their, their okay and their belief that it's the best thing for me, it was not the best thing for me. I did not know what I was stepping into. Yes, it was difficult, but I did it. Going on a liquid diet for 6 weeks before you go to have surgery is not easy. Um, because you have to shrink your you have to shrink something in there so that they can do the surgery and make it work. And even sticking with the diet afterwards is even harder because I really didn't comprehend, even though they told me. I had one session with a nutritionist and one session with a psych. There's nothing wrong with me mentally. I never had any issues with hoarding food or binge eating, or I never had any kind of weird issues with food. I just never really ate. I never really got hungry. And when I did eat, I ate a whole, big, huge meal. So I just think that any American that is going to, or any place, any country, anywhere where they do these surgeries, I really think that the person needs to literally know every single in and out detail and talk to many people, not just one person who's had the surgery. My best friend had the surgery, and she's not even, I at least, even though I don't follow the what do you call it, the exact diet, because I could never follow that diet. I like food, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give up what I love just because I'm overweight. I don't think that's healthy at all. I don't think when you put yourself through that much stress of what you're going to eat every day and what you're going to do every day, and if you're going to follow it, I don't think that's a good diet for your mind or your body. So what I have done, in essence, I have changed how much I eat, because I'm only supposed to eat 4 ounces. And believe you me, when I go over that 4 ounces, I'm miserable. Now, the surgery did a lot of good for me too, because I used to throw up no less than 3 or 4 times a week, and sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. But I could tell you, I'd go months without going a day without throwing up. I just could not. My body just did not work well. But I had gallstones. I had problems, and the doctors didn't fix it. So when I had this surgery, I also had the gallbladder removed, which really, really helped me tremendously. Now I try to, instead of eating a bunch of fried, nasty food, I will eat some of it. I won't tell myself I can't have that anymore, but I eat a very small portion of it. And I try to eat everything that I grow or that I get from the produce stand. You were talking to me about the delicious fruits and vegetables. Now, on this diet that they want me to eat nothing but protein. And your body cannot work on without fiber and fruits and stuff like that. It just did not work for me. So I allow myself to eat the fruits and stuff that I have. Yes, it may put a pound or 2 on, certain times of the year when I eat a lot of mangoes. But I'm eating them in the raw form. I'm not putting sugar and stuff like that on them. I just try to eat them the best way that I know how. Does that make any sense?
Yep. So let me read a few comments here. They're talking about somebody said, Carol said, elective surgery can send you on a path that can ruin your health. It is indeed surgery. 6 acres, Linda at 6 acres said, I had the gastric staple and then had to have the gastric bypass after the first one failed. Now I suffer multiple vitamin deficiencies.
Yeah.
And Drops said, diets don't work, lifestyle changes do.
Exactly.
That's so true.
I would never, ever go through this again. And you got to realize I went from 330 on my own down to I think it was 180, and I just couldn't get past that. And they convinced me that I had liver problems. Ask more questions when the doctors tell you have problems. I mean, I really just fell right into their hands, and I was all excited. Okay, now I'm going to lose all the rest of this weight and I'm not going to have any problems, right? Well, that didn't happen. I mean, I did get down to 150, but I gained back some weight too, and it's now it's even harder. It's harder to lose it. I mean, I've been sick, so I've lost 15 pounds, but I don't know. I just.
So you said you don't recommend having that surgery?
No.
And
not unless somebody is mentally and totally realizing that, okay, this is what they want me to eat. They only want me to eat 1 boiled egg for breakfast and a little bit of almonds and a spoonful or 2 of yogurt. Nothing can go over 4 ounces. 4 ounces is not enough food for anybody. I don't give a crap what those doctors say. That is not enough food for your body. And just because you're on a high protein diet it'll burn the fat. It'll definitely burn the fat. But what is it doing to the rest of your body? You know what I'm saying? Is your body able to... how do I say this? I don't want to sound gross or anything, and if this offends anybody, I'll change the subject. But I have to keep my stool soft because of the cancer that I had, or else literally I'm in pain for a very long time if I have a solid stool. So in order to do that, I eat fruit. That diet that they want you to do for that particular surgery that I had, they don't want me to eat fruit. They want me to live on yogurt, cheese, almonds, a lot of nuts, but I can't have cashews or I can't remember if pecans on there or not. They don't want you to eat any kind of nuts with fat in them. I love avocado, so I use it a lot for my like if I want mayonnaise or something like that. Sometimes if I have avocado, I use that instead. But when you go out to eat with people, you want to eat what's on the meal, on your menu. You want to be able to do that. And you can't do that with that diet. It's impossible. I mean, I'm never allowed to eat rice. I'm never allowed to eat bread. I'm never allowed to eat potatoes. It just cuts out food. And I just felt like I feel like I screwed up really big time doing this. Now there are some things that have brought me some joy. I eat a lot more fish now. I can eat a lot more salmon that I love. And my son brings me fish and stuff like that. Thank God we live in Florida, and he's a commercial fisherman. I mean, not commercial. He has his own charter business where he takes people out and they catch fish, and sometimes they give them to him, and he kind of helps his mom out a little bit. But I just say, whatever diet you're going to do, make sure it's a diet that you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy doing without, you'll never, ever reach your goal.
Something you can make a lifestyle.
Yes.
Instead of a diet. That's what somebody else just said. It's got to be a lifestyle, not just a diet, a fad diet. It's got to be a lifestyle. Now, let me ask you a question, Kathy. You were talking about you were starting to lose weight on your own before the surgery, and you quit drinking sodas, and that helped. Did you do anything else besides the sodas that was helping you lose weight before the surgery?
Well, I was exercising, and I didn't, I have to do it in the morning whenever I first get up. I have to go for a walk or do whatever kind of exercise that I need to do first thing in the morning, or else something or someone will get in my way of doing what I need to do. The kids will call me and want me to babysit, or David will show up and we've got to do a different project, or, something like that. But I also was getting outside more, getting in my garden more. I was able to do a lot more stuff. I felt a lot healthier than I do now. And I believe that's because I was getting more sunshine. I was getting more movement. And I don't mean exercise. I wasn't exercise like going to the gym or something like that. I would just walk around this whole block one time, and that was satisfying to me. I've gotten a little bit more vigorous with it different times. Yeah. But you ain't doing it.
I know. You see where mine's at. Mine's not on my arm. We were doing this for a little bit. Me and Kathy and a couple others were walking and checking our steps and things and competing on steps. And
I love it. And when I had the trampoline in here, David brought me home a trampoline that he got from, I think it was on the side of the road or something.
I have one. The rebounder,
yeah.
It's called.
Yeah.
I have one. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, that was really, really cool. And the kids would get on it and play with it too. But it's in the bedroom out of the way now, because
mine's outside.
I can't do much of anything. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Something.
I brought mine in and used it for a little bit, and then I put it back outside. Hey, Courtney.
So I just think that, if you're going to succeed, it's got to be a succession that you got to be doing something that you enjoy. I know that you have issues with them bringing donuts to work. I would too if I had that type of weakness. Now, the donuts don't faze me. They can eat donuts all around me all the day. But you put down a yeast roll or a pan of cornbread or any type of bread, I'm done for. I'll be right there after it. So
I don't even like donuts. I'm not a big donut fan. It's just they bring it in and everybody's sitting there eating them and they look good, smell good, then I end up eating one. And it's like pizza. I don't really care for pizza, but if you bring that pizza and set it down in front of me, I'm going to eat a piece. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I have no willpower for food at all. Got a dance like you did in that video he put out the other day that was hilarious. Oh,
I think too that
he snorted.
Yes, I do a lot of snorting when I get tickled.
So Kathy, so did you do any diet changes, food changes when you were losing weight? You stopped sodas and you were more active. Did you do anything eating less or any? But you said you didn't eat a whole lot.
I don't. I stopped eating a lot of gravy and biscuits for breakfast.
No, my favorite.
I know.
I don't eat it though. I don't eat it unless someone sets it in front of me, and then I might.
And the kids will call me and beg me, especially Becky, Mama, please make me some gravy and biscuits. So what I do, I make them for her. I make them for David. But when I make gravy and biscuits, I also make fried apples and fried potatoes. And I just make a big, huge breakfast. So I've gotten totally away from that. Now, I still do it. I still will make it for the family. And if I'm really, 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 really hungry for it, I will have it. But I don't think I've eaten it. I would say probably about 5 times this year. And 2 of those times were at Wilma's. She's a bad influence.
Well, Lee makes really good biscuits. Now, he don't like gravy, but he makes really good biscuits. So I've had to tell him, don't make biscuits. Don't, And every once in a while he'll say, you may make biscuits? No, don't make them. Because if he does, I'm going to eat them.
But if you, there's another thing I have. When I eat something that I know I'm not supposed to, I do walk around the block. I got into a little tizzy there where I was buying ice cream for me and David at nighttime. We would have, my ice cream bowl would probably be, about, about that much,
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I can put in me. I would give up my dinner so that I could eat the ice cream with him. And then I got to saying, you know what? This ain't worth it. I don't even buy it anymore. And he's like, what's for dessert? Well, you can stay at the weight you are, old man, but I'm not going to do that. So I stopped buying it. And
that's what I have to do, is just not buy it. Because if I buy it,
but see, I've never been a sweets type of person.
Me either, really, but
I just never really craved any of that. Well, when I had the surgery, all of a sudden, number one, I refuse to watch any more. I had this thing on losers and stuff like that. I would watch the losers, Biggest Losers or something like that, where they were doing the same surgery that I had and different surgeries, and I was watching them, and I was feeling what they were saying, and I'm like, what am I saying? I never ate like they ate before, so why am I putting myself through that? You have to look at your own scenario and make sure that it works for you. And I'm just not. I just don't fit the categories. So I'm making my own category.
There you go. There you go.
And I figure if I eat things that are not processed, like I try to stay away from pasta. I don't consider bread or biscuits processed food like I do other processed food. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hidden stuff in like different types of boxed meals and stuff like that. There's a lot of hidden stuff in there that we don't have any clue on.
Yes.
Now, the first year that I was on this, I lived a lot on refried beans. Refried beans was my friend, and I made a lot of burritos.
Thank you, Becca. Wow.
I can't see what's going on.
Becca at Mud Tramp just gave me a $55 super chat.
Oh, how sweet.
55. Thank you, Becca. That was awesome.
The sweetest.
Awesome. I will share that with Kathy.
I love you,
Kathy. I'm sharing that with you, Kathy.
I love you, Teresa. It's yours.
No, I'm sharing it with you.
Anyways, I think it's really important that whatever diet anybody does, don't look at it as a diet. Look at it as, okay, this is what I love. What am I going to have to do so that I can eat this and still lose weight? If you want to eat a candy bar, make sure that you walk a mile. You know, try to do something to get your heart up to work off those calories that you just put in, you know?
Yeah.
Don't just tell your body that, or instead of eating the whole candy bar, take a bite out of it and put the rest of it in the freezer. Don't eat it all at once. That's a lot of the thing too. We think that, okay, so I got to have a candy bar. I'm going to die if I don't have a candy bar. Well, once you get that bite, is it really that good? I mean, is it really that satisfying? No. It's just like when I quit smoking years ago. The very first time I quit smoking was when my kids were really little. I quit for 7 years and didn't go back to it until I got really stressed one night. And of course, at that time I drank. So, alcohol involved. And even though it tasted like nasty, disgusting ashtray, I hit it up again and started smoking for years again. Well, when I quit this last time, I just realized, okay, this is not doing my body any good. I can't breathe anymore. I'm not vibrant and healthy anymore, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I put it down and walked away from it. Every time I wanted a cigarette, I drank a whole glass of water. You know?
Yeah. And, you know, that's what somebody said to me about losing weight. Drink a glass of water before every meal.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but I'm sure that helps. I could believe that would help. But my problem is more snacking than my meal. I don't eat a huge meal. My problem is snacking more so than my meal. And I'm like you said, I don't have a big sweet tooth. I'm not just going to go buy a candy bar. And, my problem's more the pasta and bread and carbs. Carbs is a big problem for me, and sugar.
But instead of cutting them out every single solitary day of your life, why don't you start out really slow on that and keep 1 day or 2 days for having carbs, for eating something that you enjoy eating that may set you back, but I don't know. And I do know that you said that when you're not eating that, you feel better. So maybe yours is some type of deficiency.
I feel like it might be I'm not. I hate to say allergy, but like a not necessarily allergy, but maybe
Yeah.
it's like a food allergy. Like if I eat carbs and sugar together, I'm gonna be sick. If I eat a donut, I'm gonna be sick.
And a lot of people with fibromyalgia and uh, multiple sclerosis and um, what is it that Brenda has?
Lupus.
Lupus. A lot of people with those autoimmune diseases and stuff like that, they literally know what triggers it with their food allergies because they do have food allergies. And maybe you do have food allergies. Maybe.
I don't know. I know that I have pinned that down. I have pinned down that if I eat something that is just carbs and sugar, like a donut, like that ain't nothing but carbs and sugar.
Yeah.
If I eat something like that, I will be sick. I will feel sick to my stomach. I will swell.
Okay, so when you go to eat that, what is your thought process?
Nothing. I have no willpower. I'm just like, they set it down in front of me, and I'm like,
You need to say, okay, if I put that in my mouth, I know it's going to make me sick as a dog. Why am I doing that to myself?
I know.
That's what you need. That's what
and
you need.
Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I just don't. I just grab it and eat it, and then I'm like, as I'm eating it, I'm like, oh gosh, this is terrible. This is going to make me sick.
But think about that, and that is a lot to do with the way I eat now too. I think a lot about what I'm making myself because I can only eat so much. I'm like, okay, what is the most important for me to eat today? Well, this morning it was eggs and bacon. Am I should my doctor would ever tell me to eat bacon? No, that's off the thing. I wasn't even allowed. When I asked him, I said, can I get an air fryer so I can get that crunch that I enjoy eating? Absolutely not. That is not what you should do. That's what he told me. I couldn't even eat an air fryer to get that desire filled. Well, nobody can eat like that. And if they do, well, they're a bigger, better person than I am.
Carol said that can be insulin resistance. Now, my mom is diabetic, bad diabetic, and I have been told that I was borderline diabetic, but I've not. That was years ago, and I've not been told that again. Well, that was one doctor told me I was borderline diabetic, and then another doctor told me there's no such thing. You're either diabetic or you're not. And then another doctor told me, no, borderline would be like you're the next step away, you know. But then I went on the low carb. I started the low carb. I don't always stick to it. I mess it up a lot. but I do the low carb. And when I'm doing the low carb, I feel much better. So I think that is a big thing, is that I'm probably right at.
Oh, another thing that I did. Remember when I said I quit Dr. Pepper? I didn't just quit Dr. Pepper. I quit all sodas, all carbonated drinks. Now this stomach surgery that I had, I cannot drink anything carbonated. And there are times when I would love. I mean, I know this is going to sound. Some people may not agree with my saying this, because I am Christian and I don't believe in drinking excessively and all that kind of stuff, right? But I did enjoy working outside in the heat and coming in and having a small glass of beer. Well, I can't do that anymore at all. So what I substituted was water, just plain water. I didn't at that time drink anything else other than water. And you're on a right thingy when you're saying that you need to drink water before your meal. But don't put yourself in a predicament of, you got to know what food does to your body. Like, okay, the carbs and stuff like that don't stick with your body. Once you eat it, it's gone. You need something that will stick in there and give you the fullness until you're ready to go to bed, and then you're just comfortable. You're not full anymore, but it'll help keep you till you're stable all night long. That way you're not eating a whole lot of empty food. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you got to feed your body too.
Yeah, right. Yes. I believe I'm strong about, I say I am, but then I don't do what I say, but I'm strong about gut health. I think gut health is so very, very important. And so I try to work on gut health. Mud Tramp just said, also have to remember that caffeine stimulates hunger. That's another big problem of mine, because I drink coffee. I drink way too much coffee, and I know I do. Now, I have gotten the chicory coffee, so I've been trying to drink more of the chicory coffee that doesn't have caffeine. But I also drink tea. I drink coffee and tea a lot, and I've got.
I think that was
way off of that.
I think that's part of my downfall, because I did start drinking tea. I make tea. I made one pot whenever I was here, and I had since I've been home, and I had to pour it out because it was just too sweet for me. I couldn't drink it. I've been on nothing but Gatorade, which is very bad for you pretty much, but I've been so sick I needed that. And I've had 2 glasses of milk. I drank one this morning, and I just got done with it. It takes me a long time to drink stuff because I have no space in there anymore. Now, with you,
I have space.
Well, no. You can literally shrink your own stomach by the amount of food that you're putting in it. But put food that's high in protein, put food that's able to help you go to the bathroom, like fiber, like, beans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Eat a balanced meal without the bread or without the dessert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that will help you tremendously.
Yeah. And I can do good on my meals. It's that snacking, especially out around other people.
What are you snacking on? Tell me
Well,
what
like
you
at
snack
home,
on.
I'm not a problem. It's not a big problem at home. It's when I
Okay.
go out or at work. Work's a big problem. I need to quit work.
Yeah. What are you snacking on though? That's what I want to know.
Okay, let me think. Okay, so on the low carb, I'm on the low carb.
Mhm.
I'm doing like cheese and I have cheese and salami, and I'm trying to think what else. And I have sugar-free sugar-free pudding cups, and let me look. Berries. I have berries. I keep berries a lot.
Okay. And so,
But if I go to work, it's going to be more like donut and somebody brought in a cheesecake one day. They're not even looking at healthy there. I need to quit going there.
well, you have to, you got to learn to say no.
Yes.
You have to do that for yourself, and nobody else can force you to do that. I don't see any of your snacks that you're telling me are bad. Now, how many times a day do you snack on them? You should never have more than 3 snacks a day.
I probably do. I probably have 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would try to cut down on the snacks, and I
have a nervous. When I get nervous, I have a nervous. What is that called?
You got a nervous tick. You want to do something.
Snack. Yeah. Nervous. If I get nervous, I'm going to snack and clean. Clean and snack. And yeah.
Okay, so when
I do nuts. Carol said nuts. I do nuts.
Make sure it's a nut that is not fattening, though.
I don't know. I get the big mixed nuts, so it could be the fattening.
You're getting some fattening nuts in there. You want to stay away from cashews. They are high in fat.
Bub. Hey, Bub. Cashews, yes. They usually have cashews in them and peanuts.
Peanuts are high in fat.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of buying those, why don't you buy almonds?
Almonds. I used to, like strict keto.
Or Brazilian nuts. I don't
know if I've had those. I guess I have.
If I remember correctly, I think Brazilian nuts are low calorie, and so are walnuts. Those 3, I think, are the ones that they said that I could eat all the time. I do eat walnuts. I do eat pecans, which I know is high in fat. And I do eat a lot of almonds. In fact, when I make my yogurt, because I eat Greek yogurt, and I do that every single day. I put about a shot glass full of blueberries or some type of fruit.
I love blueberries.
And I put a tablespoon of almonds, slivered almonds. And I buy the slivered almonds in great big huge packages so that I have them all the time. Now, you can change up the taste of these almonds by toasting them. Don't use any butter or anything in the pan, but that'll change up the flavor of them. Try not to burn them, though. Make sure you keep moving them. And that changes the whole flavor of the whole meal that you're eating. And they are very, very good on salmon.
I like salmon.
I like
one of my favorite salmon, but I like it.
One of my favorite meals is a bed of spring mix with salmon on it and some toasted almonds, and then I have this dressing. I really don't know how much of whatever it is, but it's Brian's. Let me go see if I can get it. if I can find it. I want to show it to you.
Okay.
Because it's really delicious.
I'll talk. I'll talk. Yeah. I think now somebody said 1 day a week. Let's see who said that. Somebody said, give yourself 1 day a week. Okay. Here's the thing. Now this just started. I'm only working up there 2 days a week. The 2 days a week I work up there is my biggest problem. And also it's not always every time, but it's normal. It's normal for them to bring sweets and stuff in, but not every time. But yeah, but I'm only working up there 2 days a week, so I'm kind of getting away from that a little better. And if I'm at home, I need to work from home and stay home because if I'm at home, I can do way better by myself on what I eat than if I get out around people. I need to be a hermit and stay away from people. People is my problem. I'm kidding. No, it's my willpower when I get out there doing that. And some of those people can eat everything and not gain an ounce. They have a high metabolism. I have a very low metabolism, obviously. And I've been wanting the doctor to really check me out and figure out, because even if like I said, even if I've said this before, even if I'm really watching what I eat and moving more, I still don't lose much weight. I can do everything and still not really lose much weight. And I feel also like that might be a metabolism or hormone issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay.
This is
I've seen that, Kathy.
Oh, and honey, I'm telling you, this is the best.
Hold it still. I can't see what kind it was you got. Black wine, blush wine dressing. I've had some of the Brianna's. I don't think I've had that one.
That is so delicious on salmon that you wouldn't believe, because it gives it that, because it's oil and vinegar pretty much, or wine and vinegar. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyways, it's really delicious. And I just put a little bit on it, not a whole lot. I mean, I used to drench it. When I'd get done, I'd still have stuff in my plate. I stopped doing that too. A lot of people forget whenever they're making salads and stuff like that, they add all this dressing, and that's what calories come from.
Yeah.
Also, have you stopped to think about meal planning?
I know. Yes, I have done that, but I'm not good at it. I have done that a little bit for a little while. And I believe I must say I was probably doing that when I did lose 25 pounds. But excuse. This is an excuse. I realize this is an excuse. I get too busy and then I don't do it. But that's just an excuse. So maybe I need to put that in my new schedule.
Yeah, when you're in your schedule that you're planning for yourself, I would definitely plan out your meals.
Yeah. Yeah.
My daughter-in-law.
But that still doesn't help the fact when somebody brings in something, you know what I mean? I can be good at
But if
meals.
you've already eaten and you're full from what you ate and it's a good meal, how are you going to eat on top of that and make yourself miserable?
I know.
I love you. I don't know what to say.
I know, it's terrible.
Call me.
Terrible.
That's what I want you to do. You can call me anytime, day or night. Call me. Walk outside and call me and say, Kathy, talk me out of this donut.
I'm going to Marco you, and I'm going to turn the phone around and say, look what they've done again.
I'll make you just so disgusted and everybody else in the room that they won't want it. I promise.
Okay, it's a deal. It's a deal.
I'll do anything for you. I love you.
I love you too. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read a few comments and I'm gonna have to get
Okay.
off here because I gotta go see my mama. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Kathy, for coming up and talking to us. That was awesome. And I really wanted everybody to know how you felt about the surgery that you done. And you were starting to lose weight before the surgery, and now you wish you had just lost the weight yourself
Yes, I really do. And I think I
instead
could
of
have
going
done
through
it
it.
because I was on that track. I just hit a plateau and I just needed to force through it. And a lot of that plateau was my stress level at the time. See, I got a lot, you and I have a lot in common with stress with our children, especially. And we have to know when to say, no, I'm not watching your kids today. No, you're not going to stay here overnight. you know, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, the
Stress is a big thing. Stress
stress
is a
will
big
cause
thing.
you to, I don't know why the stress hormone causes us to hold on to fat. Anyways.
Yeah. And in that case, I'll never lose weight. I'll never lose weight because I'm stressed all the time. Like my whole life is stress, I think. I try not to though, I put things out of my head, but then I feel guilty later because I didn't stress over it. I either stress over it or I put it out of my head and don't stress over it. And then I feel guilty because I didn't stress over it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and answer those thingies. And
Okay. Thank you, Kathy. I love you so much.
I love you too, baby. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, y'all. That was awesome. Kathy was wonderful. We appreciate that. And please, if you are not subscribed to Kathy at Living Miracle Homestead, please do. She's an awesome, wonderful person, and she has her live on Monday at noon, which is 11 o'clock my time, Central Time. Her time is Eastern Time. It's noon, and then on Wednesday nights at 8, it's 8 my time, Central Time. So y'all please check her out and subscribe and show her some love. She's a wonderful woman and I appreciate her so very much. Okay, so we're going to do this every Thursday at noon. We're going to talk about healthy eating and losing weight and all that stuff, gut health, anything like that. And I'm going to do a guest each Wednesday that would like to come up and talk about healthy eating and stuff. So if you would like to come up and be a guest and talk about healthy eating or whatever, please let me know, and I'll start having somebody each week, and we'll do what we just done with Kathy. And last week we had Boots and Bounty, Casey at Boots and Bounty. So the thing is, with like we can talk about healthy eating, but everybody has a something they need to do that works for them. And I know just eating less, that's easy to say, just eat less, but I feel like there's certain things some people can do, and then some people just need to move more, and some people need to, and Deb at Enriched Refuge right here says, give it to God. Teresa, give it to God. And that's awesome. That's so true. And but I think that if each one of us brings something in and says, this is what I'm doing, and we're all discussing it like this, I guarantee you it's helping somebody. And if it's not helping somebody, it's helping me. So so I appreciate y'all helping me by having this discussion. And yes, please pray for me. Please pray for me because I don't know. One thing I really feel like I need to go back to the doctor and say, look, there's some things going on and I need your help. I went a while back and she checked everything out. She done supposedly she done a big old check on me and checked lots of stuff out. and the only thing she found was possible rheumatoid arthritis. And I was supposed to go to a rheumatologist, and I haven't done that yet. But I feel like when she went ahead and gave me a medicine for inflammation, and that has helped, but also the low carb diet helps me. I think the low carb diet really helps me more than anything. I mean, I feel so much better when I'm doing this. May not lose a lot of weight on it, but I feel better on it. And that's half the battle right there, right? Is feeling better. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. I've got to go see my mom. My mom's in a nursing home, and I've got to go out and visit her. And then I'm going to come back and clean. My house needs cleaning. But somebody reach out to me and let me know that you're willing to come on next Thursday. And I would appreciate that. And it would be awesome to have somebody else with a whole different perspective come up and tell us what you do for healthy eating. And it don't mean you need to lose weight. Just tell us what you do for healthy eating, for to stay healthy and thin, or if you do need to lose weight, what are you going to do about it? And I love Deb's comments. Is awesome. Yes. That's awesome. Let's see. I got ANA test will tell if you have RA or not. I don't know what else she done. She just done a bunch of testing. And the only thing she told me was that only thing she found, and all my numbers are good. Y'all, my cholesterol and all that kind of stuff was good. They didn't find anything. They found no numbers that were bad. No cholesterol, nothing like that. And I'm like, no hormones. My hormones seemed fine. I'm like, okay, that can't be right. There has to be something wrong. She said possible rheumatoid arthritis, but I didn't go. I was supposed to go to the rheumatologist, and I haven't. So my bad. I need to go. Yep, I'm going to go visit my mom. Thank y'all for being here. Somebody get with me and come on with me next Thursday. All right. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to y'all next time.